Hello and welcome to the Kimbley IT Founders Log, our regular look back on the previous month.
Yeah, indeed,
which
yes.
would be September now.
Yes.
Looking back at September, that's how the months go.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to talk about August just for a few seconds in my script. I've got August written down. But in August, we welcomed on board a new PR agency, which we mentioned in our last month's podcast. September was all about getting them set up. So they'd already been with Google Workspace, but they'd been with a company that really didn't know much about Google Workspace, which became apparent once we got hold and access to it and had a look at the settings that were currently in place. So they had had a security scare at some point in the past, and it looks like the outgoing company, rather than dealing with the problem, just put everything down into massive lockdown, turned off lots of the features, just locked the whole of the Google Workspace down, making it so it made it quite hard to do any of the collaborative work that you want to do because it was so locked down. Because they partnered with us and we've been doing Google Workspace for like 12, 15 years, we were able to put the settings correct. So they've now got access back to the proper collaboration tools, all the AI and all the other features in there, so they can work very easily. So much so that the directors and the founders who recently had a training session with Lauren were constantly saying this stuff's game changing. These were features, because these were features they had in Google Workspace, but they've been deactivated by the previous provider. So with those turned on, it was a constant game changing for them. They just saw things that they could do that they thought, well, I wish we could have done this before. It's going to save so much time here and there.
Yeah, yep.
That's really what I did in September, pretty much.
I think I did the more hands-on aspects of that because that PR agency all run Macs. So I've been installing our agent on the Macs so we can have a look at how they're set up and things like that, put our security software on there. And what I found was they were nearly all way out of date. So I've been having to go in and ask people, can we upload and get the upgrade of the operating system on a Mac? Because although you can kind of script that stuff, actually on a Mac, it makes a lot more sense to manually connect in, start the upgrade, and then click next and just let it run through. It's actually quite difficult to automate that process with Macs when they're not joined to this thing called Apple Business Management that exists out there. So I've been doing a lot of that, but it's a good chance to meet people too and get to have a chat. And I do with several of them. Quick little video chat, good to see a face, take them through a few things, and it was good.
That's pretty much what we got up to in September.
Yeah.
I have nothing else to add to that. It's going to be a short show, but that's what we did in September. New videos. So I did two new videos on our YouTube channel. One was highlighting text to share in Google Chrome. So not a lot of people know it, but if you select some text in Google Chrome, right click on it, you can select an option, highlight to link or something along those words. But anyway, that link that you post to somebody, when they click on it, it will open in their web browser, but it will also go straight to the text that you've linked to, and it also highlights it. So if you've got a big article that you want to share just a specific point or get people to read that, you can use this feature to do it. Yeah,
it's good that. Yeah, I don't think many people know about it either.
The other video that went up was a YouTube short, and this one actually got picked up by the YouTube algorithm. It was how to take the perfect screenshot in a YouTube video. So in a YouTube video, if you double right click on the YouTube video, you'll get an option in Chrome or Edge to take a screenshot. And when you take the screenshot, that removes any of the YouTube video controls and stuff like that from appearing on the screen. And it is just a pure screenshot. There's no like a vignette effect and stuff like that happens when you roll over a YouTube video. It's just that it is just exactly that frame that you see on screen. You'll get the perfect HD version of that as a screenshot. So I did that as a YouTube short, and it got picked up by the algorithm, and the algorithm ran with it for a couple of days and got us quite a lot of views and a few extra subscribers through it. Because of that, I postponed the other videos that I was planning to do and put on the channel because while the algorithm was running with it, I didn't want to get in the way of that algorithm. I just wanted to let it burn out.
Was that the looping one? Was that the one?
Yeah, so that's the first video that I did with a loop in it. So for people who don't know, YouTube Shorts and TikTok and stuff like that, you'll get videos, you've probably all experienced it, where the end of the video and the start of the video link together just by using the wording. So this is how you'd end it. And start it how to do something. You just watch the video. Everyone go on the YouTube short and watch it. You'll see how the loop works.
Sometimes you don't know you've watched it.
Yeah, the loop is kind of a trick to get at least 2 views out of somebody.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah,
because you don't realize that it's just ended in your start. You're watching the first few seconds of the start of the video again before you swipe away.
Yeah,
and that seemed to work. So I'll be doing a bit more of those looping tricks on future YouTube shorts.
Yep.
3 new blog posts went out. one, how to share a specific part of a web page in Chrome, which we spoke about earlier. The other one was also how to take a perfect screenshot on a YouTube video. But the final one, no video came with that one, but this was an easy guide for setting up Cloudflare for families' internet filtering. So Cloudflare is a very big internet company. There's a good chance people haven't heard it if you're just generally browsing the internet, but it's like the backbone service. It's a bit like Amazon Web Services. A lot of things run through Cloudflare, but you don't actually know about that. But they do have a service that allows you to filter your internet for free.
Yeah.
And with this filtering, they have one that blocks adult material. So the hub for porn, that famous site.
Yeah.
Will be automatically blocked. So if your kids grab your mobile phone or on your Wi-Fi at home, you can have it. So that stuff is filtered out, and they can't accidentally or on purposely go to it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that blog post is just a guide of how to set that up on all your devices. So Windows, Mac OS. I don't think I did for Chrome OS actually. Mac OS, you don't really need for Chrome OS because it's got it built in. Android and iOS devices.
Yeah, and I think the way that you configure it, if you configure the router at home, your device that connects to the internet, and your Chrome device would automatically pick it up anyway.
Yeah, it's got the instructions for the router. So if you do, like you said, if you do it on the router base level, I guess layer 1 is it called? That'd be layer 1.
No, layer 1's the cable.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. Or the Wi-Fi, the internet signal itself.
So if you do in between that, the router that's sitting in between the cable and the Wi-Fi signal.
Layer 3 is the layer 3 and 4.
You'll be
able to audience now. They don't know what we're talking about.
Well, just do it on your router and you'll protect all your devices that are connected to it.
That's it. Yeah, go watch it.
If you can't do that, you can do it on the mobile phone as well.
Go read the blog post.
So going on to our assistance and support statistics that no other IT company in the universe publishes regularly. I've not found any.
Okay. Yeah.
We got contacted. Subscribers contacted us 109 times last week, which is actually last month. Last month. That is in September, which is quite funny because it's exactly the same amount that contacted us in August, and I don't think we've ever had it spot on like that before.
Oh, okay.
91 got in touch requesting assistance where they want to know how to do something better. And in comparison, 18 were asking for support. That's where something needs looking at, not doing what it's expected. Of those who sent a message for assistance asking for something to do better, 71 had a response back within 5 minutes, being able to do something better than they could before. 19 received a reply and returned to work within 30 minutes. A wrong request took slightly over 30 minutes to assist with. Then out of all the subscribers getting in contact looking for support, 10 received a response and returned to their work within 5 minutes. 7 replied and returned to their work within 30 minutes, and 1 took over an hour to complete. And that was one where Windows had corrupted and you had to go and reinstall Windows for the person.
Yeah, that's a really weird one. I've had that happen twice now. No matter what you do, DNS is broken in Windows and you can't get to any web pages.
I've had it in the past. Probably about 3 or 4 times in the past I've had to do that.
Yeah, and you just can't fix it. Nothing you can do. You have to reset Windows. It's an odd one.
Yeah, and it only takes over now because the actual work to reset Windows is probably about 15 minutes. It's just the rest waiting for the computer to do what it needs to do and install its updates and all that again.
Yeah, that's it. And then configure it. So, yeah, actually resetting Windows these days isn't actually that much of a chore. It's just getting it all back to how you had it before. It takes a little while.
97 contacted us through our unique instant messaging service, and 3 decided to email. And actually, one of the lowest stats of all time here, the stats show that only 3 subscribers would not have needed to get in contact if they'd had regular training through learning sessions by Kimbley IT.
They've got to be learning. They must be learning from us. Must be
learning. It's getting that number's going lower each time.
Yeah, we're teaching them.
Yeah, exactly. And your company, if you're listening to it, could benefit from that if you subscribe to Kimbley IT.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Just go to our website. It's only £100 per user per month.
Yeah, it's a steal.
Including all your licenses in that price as well.
That's right. You know, it makes sense. When you're ready. When you're ready.
Nothing extra on top of that. It's all there. Perfect.
You know, yeah. Good stuff.
So that's it. And we'll be back in October to talk about... No, we're back in November to talk about October.
Yeah, we'll be in November to talk about October. That's right.
Yeah, it's a bit confusing, all this stuff is, but that's what happens when you're doing it like this.
Yep.
Speak to you later. Bye-bye.
Ta-da.